Yeah, what's up YouTube, TeeP back here. Today I'm bringing you how I became pro part 2, but I'm just sort of going to rename it to, the story of TeeP, because in my first video I pretty much covered how I became pro, and now I'm just going to sort of dive into how I became an established part of Team Leverage with Aches, and how we sort of established ourselves in the pro community in Black Ops 1. So let's get right into it. This gameplay, I smash some kids in some league play, get a lot of kills really fast. Pretty you guys would like it. Anyways, let's get into it. My last video I left off on how we placed second at 2010 Nationals on Modern Warfare 2. That was my first LAN event. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch that first before you get into this, because maybe some of this won't make sense or you won't really know my background, etc. So anyways, got second at Nationals, played very well with Aches, and then Black Ops 1 was out. So we started playing on that. We scrimmed a little bit. It was me, Aches, Fatalize, and Sinster, if you guys remember who they are. Anyways, we were scrimming and we were pretty good. Not that great though. And then randomly one day, Aches sketched on me and Sin with Fatalize to go play with Envy. So yeah, I was like, well, that kind of sucks, but I guess it's time to make my own team, right? So decided to make my own team. Decided to team up with Dito, Defy, and Virus, and we were under the VWS name. LOL, I know. VWS is a joke. I did not know that then. Anyways, we were really good. We were one of the most dominant teams in the game. Won a couple online tournaments, won some, money, headsets, etc. So figured this was my team going into the pro circuit season. But randomly one day I couldn't play that much because, I had school and stuff. I played soccer, etc. So they dropped me for Proofy. I got sketched on once again, so I was like, all right, this sucks. So moving on, Aches wanted a team again. This was coming into the 25K online ladder. So yeah, I was like, well, we were fucking good. So yeah, I guess I'll team with you again, even though you sketched on me, you prick. Anyways, moving on, we played with, it was me, Aches, Punisher, and Dodgers. They're pretty notable names in the Call of Duty community at that time. They were like the best players on Call of Duty 4, but they didn't really take Black Ops very seriously. So we decided to, move on from that and wanted to really compete and show that we were the best in the game. So we decided to go with Fears and Bobby. If I remember correctly, they were playing on Envy at that time, but they decided to team up with me and Aches. We were scrimming and we were really good, and that was, as soon as we picked those two players up, that was sort of the beginning of our domination in early Black Ops 1. Basically, this is one of the funnest teams I've ever had besides the team I have now on Complexity. We all got along. We were able to joke around with each other. Our chemistry was like none other. We all had our defined roles in the team, but we're able to, switch it up depending on situational plays. We were all really clutch, and we all made plays when it mattered. So if you can find like a balanced team like that, where anyone can sort of pick up another player's slack if someone else is not doing their job, or etc., anyone is able to switch at any time, that's a team that's gonna, you're gonna go very far with in Call of Duty. Anyways, with that team, we practiced a lot. We played, pretty much every day for hours. We really had the dedication. We won the 25K ladder, beating Optic in a 6-5, really tense series going into the finals. So that was a lot of fun, being able to win that. It was, basically the most notable tournament of Black Ops 1 before the pro circuit started. So after that tournament, they announced the 2011 pro circuit for Black Ops 1, and Fears just seemed to like lose his dedication, I guess. His head wasn't in it. He wasn't playing as well as we know he could, and I don't know, Bobby knew this player. His name was Scumpy. You all know him, I'm pretty sure. He was an up and coming player on Obey. They were a decent team, but Scump was a little shit back then. Sorry, Scump, if you watch this, but he was a little punk. So we picked him up. Bob was good friends with him, and as soon as we picked up Scump, we were just on another level compared to everyone else. We played that online qualifying ladder, got the first seed after grinding and grinding and grinding that very last weekend before we went to Dallas. And that kid is just a beast. I don't want to say we made him into what he is, but we definitely helped. Scump was just a beast of a player. I'm glad Bobby brought him into our team, and we won that first event. I don't want to say super easily, because we lost in the winter final, but we basically tore everyone up. and we won the first two notable tournaments of Black Ops 1, and that's I feel like that's when we really established ourselves as some of the best players in the game. Instead of it just being Optic and Envy at the top compared to everyone else, we leverage is here basically. So moving on, we won Dallas. I don't want to say easily, but we won it pretty well. We established our dominance over the other teams, and after that, we lost our drive. We lost our determination to win. We didn't practice like we once had before. We thought we were just better than everyone, didn't have to put in the work. So coming into Columbus, we just had a pretty bad event. I don't want to single people out, but Bob had a very dismal event to where I know he can play at, so that's pretty disappointing. But we placed fourth. If we can place fourth playing bad, that's not really that bad, you know what I mean? But after that, Scump was really good friends with Proof, and so was I. I won the GameStop tournament with him as well, so I had history playing with him, and he was just a great teammate. So put together the team of me, Scump, Proof, and Aches, sort of the God Squad of Black Ops 1. We were so damn good. Our teamwork wasn't that well. Our practice didn't go that well, but we won Anaheim on I want to say natural talent. We didn't play that well together, but in a CTF, you probably weren't gonna beat us. We could all drop 30 plus kills at any time at the flip of a switch. We could all spawn a kill. We could all do everything. And that's when I sort of transitioned into the more objective style of play. When you have Aches, Scump, and Proof on your team, you're not going to kill much. So I decided to be more of the objective type of player, if that makes sense. But we barely won Anaheim. We came back on Fear after being down 4-0 map count. Came back and won that, and that was just such a momentum builder. One of the sickest matches I've ever been a part of, and one of the sickest teams I've ever been a part of. It's just our chemistry wasn't there, if that makes sense. Aches would bicker with them two all the time, and it was just a shit show most of the time. But that team was really beast. And then we broke up after losing Raleigh because they didn't get along basically. So that was one of the best teams I've been on besides the team I am on now. I feel like the team I'm on now is easily the best team I've ever been a part of. We're all just on like another level compared to everyone else. But that's sort of how we established our dominance in Black Ops 1. We won 2 of the events. So did Optic. I guess you could say us or Optic were the best Black Ops 1 team, but they won COD XP and all that other crap. So that's sort of how we established our dominance in the pro scene. Up until then, after then is pretty much like recent history that I'm pretty sure you guys understand. So I thought I'd explain how me and Aches were able to stay together for so long. Been teaming with him ever since, and we've just been dominant since that point. So hopefully you guys enjoyed some of this history, some of the players we've teamed with in the past, and how we sort of established our dominance in the pro community, and how we became one of the top teams coming into Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Check out some of the other videos and subscribe, favorite it if you really liked it. Have a good one, guys.